It's a nasty, ugly fire, and it is not showing any forgiveness. I would say it's been the worst day of my career. Everyone's devastated. The community is going to be devastated.
What would winning a championship mean to you personally?
I've been thinking about that a lot lately. How awesome would it feel to be able to win with this team of amazing players? It'd be an amazing feeling to be able to just bring home that for the city. We're all fighters here, we're all still gonna make it.
I'm Darby Allen. I'm the fire chief in Fort McMurray. When you saw me on the news back in May and you saw the images of the fire, it seemed like our city would be destroyed. But what happened this spring has changed us all.
I'm James Poitras, raised in Fort McMurray. Moved here when I was 7. Playing sports here throughout my whole life. Eventually made it to about grade 7, that's when I decided to start playing football. Taught me a lot about discipline and about life, how to conduct yourself. It was the best time.
My name is Edward Granger, born and raised in Fort McMurray, and I'm a firefighter EMT for Fort McMurray.
Ed and James both grew up here in Fort McMurray. They met after finishing high school. They've been close ever since. And last spring, that bond became even stronger.
Breaking news out of Fort McMurray. The forest fire that had been a danger for so many days has now proven to be destructive.
I've seen a lot of things in my days, in the fire service, but never seen anything to this magnitude. What we weren't able to find out was the way the wind had moved, and the wind decided where the fire was going to go.
Oh my God, be careful.
I went into work immediately. Everybody did. When I was in traffic on my way to the fire hall, I could feel the heat from Beacon Hill going through the window of my truck, and that's when I knew.
Oh my God. I can feel it.
That day I fought 2 hotel fires. I was in an interior attack on one of the houses. Wildfire in the forest. And then at that point was at the night. Then I realized, I looked around, I was like, this is Sandstone. This is James's neighborhood. This is crazy.
Ed suddenly found himself on a street he knew very well.
It's a neighbor.
He knew that he needed to do something.
Late at night, I get a call from Ed, and he just says, he's like, hey man, just want to let you know I just ran into your house. The fire's on your street. It's about 6 houses away from yours. I was like frozen. I was just trying to think of anything in my house that I can get. Sam spoke up and she said that her parents' wedding rings were in the house and she needed those, so we ran up there and grabbed that.
The fire caused over $3.5 billion of damage. It was the most costly natural disaster in Canadian history. James and his fiancée Sam found that out for themselves when they returned to their home for the first time.
This is my car. Used to be my car.
Washer and dryer. Wonder if we
Yeah.
can get some cash for that. We should totally take these rocks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Make a new pathway.
This is the box that Edward saved from the fire. Inside it has my mom's wedding rings and some rings that she had as a child. It was probably the only thing that I thought about that I should have grabbed, but I forgot to. So I was packing in a bit of a panic.
Good evening and welcome to the Fort McMurray Monarchs Football Club's first official home game.
Just 6 weeks after the fire, our Alberta Football League team, the Monarchs, were back on the field, at home.
In my mind, I guess I didn't even anticipate playing. I thought it was done and over with, and the guys wouldn't support it. When we even threw out the question that we were thinking of folding the team, I think there was one guy that said he didn't want to play anymore. As for 99% of the team was like, no, we are playing, and we're playing for our city, whatever it takes.
Tonight we honor the brave men and women who helped save our home. To you, we are forever grateful.
Firefighters walked us out with the Canadian flag, and Ed and Brad were both there carrying the flags out for us, so that felt pretty cool.
Random people that you don't know just coming up and saying, you're a firefighter, you're in uniform, I need to give you a hug.
I think a lot of them just think it's a job, it's their day-to-day, but they don't realize the lives they touch or the things that they've done to make everybody proud of where they come from and proud of their home in Fort McMurray. It was a great way to get the community here and get everyone involved. It was a good way to blend everybody on a positive note.
Woo! We have one goal. The Nationals here at Shell Place, Fort McMurray, okay? September 10th is the goal.
After winning their home opener, the Monarchs committed themselves to bringing a national championship to Fort McMurray. They went undefeated for the rest of the regular season and made it to the provincial championship, which they won. That victory meant the Monarchs would host the national championship right here in Fort McMurray in September, just 4 months after the fire.
This victory is for everybody here. This goes for guys like Poitras, who lost his house. This victory is a lot more than each one of us individual. This victory is for everybody here. And we're knocking defending champions off. 1, 2, 3, 1!
That was a nail biter for sure. That was a great feeling, man. Just to be able to play that game and bring home that championship for Fort McMurray is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game for sure.
This community may look and feel very different, but it is still a strong community. Today begins a journey. The journey home to Fort McMurray.
You drive by it every day, it's a reminder to a lot of people that were affected.
It was a huge event for me, and it's still kind of playing out in a way. Things are not quite as regular yet, but we're on our way.
Definitely been the most tumultuous year of my life. Lost the house. I always try to keep a positive mind about it, but there's still so many times where I'm like trying to be so positive and like showing that face, but really you don't feel that way all the time. But it's all coming around. It's all good. It'll be good in the end. We're gonna rebuild, man. It'll be the city we all knew it someday.